Hey everyone, welcome to, I suppose this counts as the 10th episode, numerically, of the Frostwalkers podcast. In the last episode, you all had a semi-anticlimactic dealing with Tripweeze, the leader of the Coven of Frost, and you secured Kimshul's victory over that Coven of Hags. In a moment that felt like you were finally going to get some peace and quiet in your lives, a friend made by Leona in her time away, a tiefling named Mason, informed you all of a white light that was taking things as he walked past. This white light at that moment enveloped you all as if it was plot convenience, and you all ended up on a busy city street in the middle of somewhere you have no idea about, being chased by a group of humans with lances led by a minotaur. Upon being led in through a wall by a man in purplish skin and an elven composure who said cryptically that he was Calem, he welcomed you to the plane of Ravnica. And that is where we start, in this man's laboratory. So give me a second to describe it. This laboratory is ridiculous to all of you who have lived in a small town in the magical world of Faerun, seeing electricity coming from small coils on the ceilings, pipes emitting steam everywhere you go. You walked in through a doorless wall that he pulled you through, and upon that, he seemed to press a button on the side hatch, and now you hear the banging on that same wall as if they are now unable to get in. He welcomed you to Ravnica, and this ridiculous-looking, insane laboratory has papers all over the place, a small picture that seems to have him and another figure, and just a lot of parts and pieces thrown about. What do you do?
What does this other figure in the picture look like?
You've never seen them before. You can roll perception if you want to get some base details.
Well, I'm assuming I've never seen them before. I've never been to this plane of existence.
Okay, yeah, but I'm still making you roll perception.
Okay.
Can we roll to figure out what plane this might be, and if we've ever heard about it?
If you think that makes sense for your character to have any interplanar knowledge, go for it.
Monsters from other planes?
We'll go with it. Just roll flat wisdom.
Sorry to know anything about this, so Sari's not going to roll at all. She's just going to look around confused.
Would a modified 20 tell me anything?
Oof, okay. Modified 20 is real good, so I'll give you this. You've heard tell of the plane of Ravnica, along with other crazy planes throughout different multiverses, such as Eberron and the world of Barovia. There's all sorts of different universes. The one thing you know of Ravnica is it has another name to the people of Faerun. They refer to it as the City of Guilds, and you don't really know why. And Rowan, what was that perception?
That was actually also a dirty 20.
All right. Yeah, I'll give you a few physical details. This person is shorter than the other in the picture by some height. They are wearing a lime green and teal outfit with some red for contrast. They have bluish glasses and a fiery red skin to them. And white hair. It seems like the two of them in the picture with the dirty 20 are working on something. Both of them handing each other different tools and pointing at different things. You could assume this is a picture of his lab partner. So, he looks over to the lot of you and just goes, I'm assuming you have a lot of questions.
Yeah, you could
say that.
All right, I'm willing to answer, but we don't have much time. You just hear, still at the wall, he's just like, the Boros Legion aren't a patient type.
Sari raises her hand.
Yes.
So, is your name just not Calem? What are we supposed to call you? Because we already have not Tiana, and this is gonna get.
No, she's dead. We killed her.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
You can refer to me as Mel. That is fine.
Mel?
Mel. That's fine.
Okay.
That's what I let my friends call me, and we're friends now.
We are?
Andrei narrows her eyes at that.
Are the
By
people
proxy.
knocking on the
You even
door
know my
friends?
Oh, no. Absolutely not. You see, the work I'm doing here is not technically greenlit.
Right, he's a criminal.
No.
No. You need to
now.
understand. I have the authority of the Is It League.
The what?
This is going. Oh yeah, you're not from here. This is gonna take some doing. He kind of walks to a thing in the center of the room, and you see this basically what would amount to a whiteboard, and he kind of pulls a tarp over it, and then seems to cast something, and this little projector from the top just
What
onto
on
the
earth is that?
it's just the sound of the projector warming up, and you just see an image flash on the on the wall in front of you. It's a circular image that has 10 little smaller circle spokes with different signets surrounding a bigger circle that has the sun and moon orbiting a planet. I'll put it in the chat. That is what you see. He goes, "Welcome to Ravnica, like I mentioned. This plane is inhabited by 10 distinct guilds. Think of them as businesses, or maybe it's best I run through the quick version of each. So, the happy little people currently outside are members of the Boros Legion." And he points to one of the spokes that has a fist in the air with a fiery viscera coming out from the side of it. The Boros Legion are, I guess, military and police wrapped up into one. They are the keepers of justice on the plane, at least that's what they claim. They're rather stringent on the rules. And that is why they are here today. Because they don't like me very much. Because I, for one, am not a big fan of the rules. Especially the rules that they like. Alternatively, I'm from the much better Is It League. He points to one with the symbol of a dragon. Even our symbol's cooler. We are the inventors of Ravnica. We provide public work for the people, things like the sewer systems, the piping, the light, all of those things you can thank the Is It League for. We also have a rather big budget for research and development. We like to fiddle with things and figure out how things work, even if sometimes they work by exploding.
Well, that sounds fun.
Yeah, it's a pretty great life. So, Boros Legion, not bad inherently, but right now, they are not our friend. You see, I was greenlit this project by the leader of the Is It League. However, they didn't clear it with the Azorius. And he points to the one on the top, a triangular shape with a lot of runes etched into it. The Azorius create regulations. They are the law keepers of Ravnica. But the sad thing is, in their quest to make everything law and order, they take the freedom and they're quite uppity. So
They sound like buttheads.
they work in tandem with the Boros. However, sometimes the laws that the Azorius write, the Boros find unjust, in which case they will gloss over those particular laws.
Okay, so as Shay, I think it's funny that he was like, "We're in such a hurry," and then he had the time to like give us a PowerPoint
Yeah,
presentation.
exactly what I was thinking. We're in a hurry. Let me just take out my notes. One moment.
He's a scientist. This is
popcorn.
what he lives for.
So it's okay. They're gonna barge to the door and kill us while he's in the middle of his presentation.
He's like, relax. Oh, is that what you're worried about? Relax. This is solid Mizium. It would take a miracle for them to get past that wall. I just know that once they find out that where I live, there's going to be some difficulty to get up out of it. So
Okay. As Rowan, I'm just like, I turn to Calem. Not is it Calem, like actual small blue Calem. And I'm just like, what the fuck did you put in those cookies? What is what is why is nobody else freaking out? Where the fuck are we?
This is normal.
Is it?
No, it's not!
I wouldn't say it's necessarily normal, but nothing will ever come of freaking out. So.
Why is everybody so calm? Are you all like in shock? What is happening?
This is just another day in the life of Sari, guys.
Currently, you're in another plane of existence with a group of law enforcement pounding at the door. Do you need me to catch you up on that one again?
It's a real party.
No, I get it. I just like I'm sorry if I'm the only normal one. Like
Rowan, just calm down, okay?
Deep breath,
keep your
Miss
head
Druid.
about you.
That was Calem. Deep breaths, Miss Druid.
I feel like I'm the only normal one here. Why is no one else freaking out? That seems like a
because
normal
there's nothing
reaction.
to freak out about.
That seems like a normal reaction to being like flung across space and time.
Sari just
That
like
didn't
grabs
hurt.
Rowan and like almost a headlock, but it's sort of trying to be a hug. She's like, Rowan, we don't have the time to freak out. People are coming to get us. We're trying to listen to this whatever presentation thing. We're going to learn stuff, and then we get to punch stuff and hurt stuff. And this is going to be fine. You need to stop dying.
Mel looks over. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I agree with the elf over there. You do not have the
What else?
I mean the unicorn.
Sure. You do not have the luxury of panic.
But we do have the luxury of PowerPoint presentations.
I need to fill you in on what the fuck you're dealing with.
And I appreciate it. Okay, cool. I guess this is just happening now. All right, sure.
Mason just goes, I'm sorry, if I knew the white light would do this, I'd tell it to go away. Or fight it. I'd kick it in the butt.
You were here.
He picks up a foam sword. I do really well against it. And Mel just kind of is trying to hide a laugh and just goes, let me guess, is he a barbarian?
What?
Oh, he's not even full of rage. He's just kind of full of sadness.
He chuckles and is like, oh, he was like, yeah, that sounds about right. All right, look here. I'm the one who sent that beam of light after you. What you call a magic beam, he's like being super patronizing to Mason right now, is actually a teleporter. I created it myself because, you see, I'm working on something that is currently not being greenlit by the Azorius, even though my plans have proven foolproof. Regardless, I've gotten the secret green light of the Fire Mind, which is all I need. I have been working here under hidden means because the one rule that Niv Mizzet gave me was don't get caught. And you lot have gotten me caught.
Well, it's your own fault for blasting us into wherever the heck we are.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I didn't. Well, I apologize. I didn't realize that you'd be coming in. He like kind of looks you up and down. That.
I think at this point, Andrei.
What does my unicorn outfit have to do with any of this?
I think at this point, Andrei's just looking at Mel like, does this guy have to talk to us like this? But she doesn't say it out loud. She's just like looking like that.
Okay. Cool. Calem just is like, he's the only one who, he kind of can sense it, just kind of nudges you. The only one who's not trying to kill us currently.
They're not trying to kill us. They're trying to kill him.
Well, we're not trying to kill each other. So, there.
Mel just goes, oh, you are precious. All right.
No, I'm sorry.
Whatever. Here's the deal. What I'm working on can change the foundations of Ravnica forever. What I'm talking about here is revolutionary. And I need help. I had a lot of assistance up until recently. However, with this project not being greenlit by the Azorius and the Firemind making me work with what I have little else without the guild's massive resources, I'm at a bit of a loss. So I thought the one person I could rely on with my level of intellect was, of course, myself. And he kind of gestures over to Calem, who's just sitting there like, oh no.
You trust him?
He's the only one I could trust. He has to have my genius mind, you see.
Sari starts laughing.
What is funny, Elspero?
That's mean. I'm sorry, that's mean.
It's not. Calem is a genius in other ways. Not like
what
this.
do you mean by that? I could invent stuff if I wanted to.
I'm pretty sure.
Abduct random people from other planes? Oh yeah, go right ahead. It's working out so well.
Mel just looked over.
Sure
Mel just kind of daggerized Leona. I didn't expect daggers on.
You're not really good at this, are you?
It was inventive tech I had to make up. But the fact that it worked and didn't turn you into particles is something that you should be thankful for, and quite frankly, I regret.
Rather not be kidnapped in the first place, but okay.
For the record, I'm impressed.
Quite simply.
Brown noser.
Quite simply, we're in a bit of a predicament. I need something from you, and then you get to go home. I would say that there's other ways about it, because as an Izzet, I'm all about finding creative solutions. However, when you lot came in, something happened to the teleportation device that I now need to work out. While I do that and get you guys your one-way ticket back to, what was it? Thistle and Weeds? I don't know what the name of the town was.
What?
Point being, once I worked out the teleportation device to get you back, in the intermedium, instead of just sitting around my lab like lumps on logs, I would like you to do me a small favor. And before you ask, no, you really don't have a choice.
Do we have a choice?
I mean,
punch him really hard. I mean,
and then be stuck on this plane forever.
Yeah.
In this room forever, actually. Only I have the access code to the way out. So you'd be stuck in this room until you eventually die of starvation. Just saying. Or maybe dehydration first.
I mean, I could totally, not to be rude or anything, but if we're gonna die of starvation, I sacrifice my body to Leona, and we can eat Mason first.
What?
No one is eating
in there, but thank you. Appreciate it.
Mel rolls his eyes at this. Oh, wonderful.
What the fuck? No one's eating anyone. We're getting out of here.
30 seconds and we've resorted to cannibalism. I have picked the best bunch.
We can eat him first, but I'm afraid he might taste like dick. Sorry.
Rowan's just gonna walk over to Mel and just be like, I'm really, really sorry for them. I want to be polite and civil so that I don't fucking die.
Civil to your kidnapper. This is called Stockholm Syndrome.
Shut up, Leona!
Mason just sits there, is just like, so are we fighting him or the people outside? And Mel just says, quite frankly, watching you fight the Boros Legion would amuse me greatly. However, I'm going...
It would.
Andrei's like leaning against a wall, not saying anything to anyone, just like watching this unfold because she realizes that she doesn't really have anything to say right now. So she's just observing.
So why bother?
He taps the projector and one of the images comes a lot closer. A mask-like image with 4 spokes coming out of it. I put it in the chat. Colorized in red and black. He goes, the equipment I need to get you home was robbed from me by the cult of Rakdos. They are the entertainment industry in Ravnica, and while I suppose everyone needs a laugh now and again, blood circuses really aren't.
Wait, what?
Ew.
What'd you say?
Blood circus.
Why? Why
Oh.
a blood circus? Why is there a circus for blood?
While doubling as the entertainment industry, they are all also cultists of a giant infernal demon. How they made it
That's
past
great.
the
That's wonderful. Hooray.
How they all
I'm
made
so
it past the
happy I'm
signing.
here.
How they made it past the signing of the guild pact is beyond me. But I suppose everyone has a place here. Point being, I need you lot to recover my equipment from the cult of Rakdos, return it here, and in the hour I will have you home. That
Sounds good to me. Let's go.
Go
It's
where?
quite simple.
All right, let's
It's a
go
quite
then.
simple fetch quest. I'm sure you, adventurers have done quite. Oh, I need 10 gold to get my sheep back.
Don't make fun of people. That's rude.
You're the one begging for free labor here. At least they
Oh.
pay.
That's fair. Honey, in what world did you think this was free? He then he opens up a thing, and you just see a horde of incredible-looking technology. Swords that, when he grabs them, illuminate with fire, not from magic, but from small little gas lights on the holes. He grabs another one that protrudes electricity, just all sorts of insane inventions of immense power.
Right, now I'm interested.
Once this transaction has been completed, I will allow each of you to take something from my personal collection, because, as you'd imagine, a genius such as myself always keeps the blueprints. So, you could have one of each, not one of each, one of your liking, once you're back. I don't necessarily pay in advance, because I'm well aware of the possibility of dying. So, he kind of fakes a smile. Here's my little plan for you. There are 3 ways out of this building, and while none of them are inherently better than the other, it does reduce some threat level to you if you take certain options. Option number 1, head out the way you came and face the music of the Boros Legion, which quite honestly would amuse me greatly, but would not get us very far. Option number 2, leave out the back and pray that the Boros Legion doesn't have the brains to walk around the building. Alternatively, you can take the sewage path. That is something I have created in league with the Golgari Swarm. You would be entering the Undercity if you did this. While you'd be free from the Legion, there are ravenous things under Ravnica. And the final option, and arguably the safest, but arguably, would be to take the Skyway. I have a small skiff up on the rooftop, covered by an illusion spell. However, that implies that one of you is competent enough to fly a sky skiff. So, your choice. I'll give you a moment to decide amongst yourselves while I try and find some reactionary measures now that my base has been compromised. And he walks off to the side,
Rowan
leaving
just
you guys
looks
to debate.
Rowan just looks to Calem and is just like, well, you in this universe is kind of an asshole.
Well, I don't control me in this universe.
He's kind of a butt.
Seconded.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he's the only butt in this universe who gives a shit about us, so.
And even that's debatable.
Well, more of a shit than the people outside.
True enough. So, how are we getting out of here?
Well, I'll leave that to you. Plink is just has been happily sitting this whole time, and just looks to you guys. Cheesecake!
We're gonna die.
We don't have any cheesecake, buddy.
We're all
Mason,
dead.
do
We're
you
all
have
gonna die.
implants, or do you exist?
Mason just looks over to Leona. Did he say we'd get cheesecake?
Oh, we're dead.
You don't want cheesecake from the bird. You don't. Just don't. Don't eat anything unless I tell you you can. Okay?
Okay.
Great.
Calem is holding the bridge of his nose, just like. So, your call, guys. I'm with you guys on this one. Whatever you guys pick, I'll see it through.
Don't do a sewer. We're
I
in
pick
costume.
Yeah. He did say that the aircraft was this or whatever. I don't even know. The flying one would be the safest route, so I would suggest that, but I doubt any of us have experienced flying something like that.
Is it like a boat?
I'm good with boats.
Mel comes back. Oh, you're talking about the sky skiff. I guess I glossed over that. That is a highly sophisticated device that runs on electric power. I have to give it a bit of a charge before you head out. Any electric magic will do. If you know how to man a regular sea craft, you can handle a sky skiff to some degree. My only word of warning with the sky skiff are twofold. One, the Izzet League is not the only guild with control of the skies. The Boros Legion have a fleet of rock, not the stone, the bird of gigantic size, that they often like to use as mounts. They're also quite a fan of using angels in their forces, so the air is not something they are not used to. Alternatively, the Orzhov Syndicate functions almost entirely on flying homunculi known as thralls. You don't want to deal with the Orzhov. Finally, you may encounter the Simic Combine. They are a group of people who, like us, are seeking scientific reform of Ravnica. However, while we invent, they adapt. They work on the pseudoscientific field of biomancy, the concept of magic through altering your physical form. If you see an elf with crab hands, you can assume they're from the Simic. They have... Yes.
Why crab hands? That seems so useless.
Ask a Simic.
You said this was the safest option? This doesn't sound safe at all.
Elsa said it's powered by electricity, but with the way it goes on, I would have guessed hot air. And she just leans back on the wall and tries to stay awake.
Gives herself a high five. Good joke, Leona.
Well, again, choice is yours. I can prime the sewage way if that's the way you're taking. I could prime the sky skiff, or I could let you out. Your call. However, I would make that call quick. The Boros aren't patient.
Do we have enough time for another PowerPoint?
Unfortunately, no. Calem looks over. So what's the plan, guys? We don't have a lot of time.
Well, the sky skiff is the only plan we've actually gone over. So maybe that one, I don't even...
For all options, I will be giving you, he looks to Calem, you specifically, a device that is tracking my material. I, of course, am an intelligent man who likes to keep my stuff protected. You can follow that device. You can follow that device in some form of global positioning system and use that to make your way to where the Cult of Rakdos has kept it. All 4 options will lead you to there eventually. It's just a matter of if you want to take the air, the sewers, or try your luck on the streets.
Not streets.
I want to just do the air. It's like a boat. We're sort of good at boats, probably.
All right. I mean, I've never driven a boat, but I've been on them before.
All right, then. Sky skiff it is.
Have a very good history, but it seems to be our best option, so...
It appears unanimous, then. All right, I will prime the sky skiff. I do warn you, though, there are all sorts of unseemly things on rooftops of this plane. And he just kind of walks up a flight of stairs. Follow when you're ready.
Guys, we could just kill him and take his stuff. Always on the table.
But we never get home.
We have other, less shitty Calem.
It's true, but he doesn't know how to get us home.
Figure it out.
I bet he could figure it. Yeah, it's deep in that brain somehow.
Calem's just giving you guys the widest eyes possible. I don't like this plan.
I don't like any of his plans.
No, I don't like the trusting me with everything plan. That freaks me out. You know that.
Yeah,
All right,
no, I don't.
I'm not killing anyone.
I don't think we should put all this pressure on him. I think that we should, as shitty as he is, we need to trust other Calem. I mean, he is Calem, so he's probably a good guy, right?
No.
We should ask him to make Calem.
just no.
You trust him all you want. If he goes evil, I'm gonna stab him. Just
All
so
right.
we're clear.
Cool. Hopefully, I don't know how extra-dimensional things work. Hopefully stabbing him doesn't kill actual Calem or something, but for the time being, there are people banging on the door, so I suggest we get in that airship.
Like I said, we could never escape, but there are people banging on the door and we have to hurry. Like, if we wait long enough, won't they get in? And then we'll escape. I sense a flaw in this person's threat.
Oh my god.
All right, let's go to the airboat.
Sure. Okay, thank you.
The one Boy Scout he hired to knock on the door to be scary. We don't even need them. We can just do the boat.
I know. What are they? It's taken so long. What are they doing? Like eating donuts as they wait for us to just like.
They're also watching a PowerPoint, but it's on how to break down a door.
I just imagine them like taking turns, like they're knocking in shifts. Like, okay, your turn to knock.
They're just really polite.
I'm getting tired. Cheryl,
maybe they're not. Maybe they're not Boros. Maybe they're Azorius. They're just really polite.
I think they're really aggressive Girl Scouts.
Calem just goes, all right, skyboat it is. And he heads up the stairs and just goes, and I'll be at your side no matter what happens, even if we kill him and make me do everything.
No, that's not gonna happen.
Mason follows up with Calem and just goes, don't worry, guys. Maybe on this plane, all my bad luck is good luck.
No, we can only hope.
I really hope so.
Plink just walks. Plink is also just plodding along, turns back to all of you guys, just thinks for a minute, and then just does the bird scream.
No.
No. Shh. We're trying to sneak away.
So as you all make it to the top of the staircase, you are outside and you look about the city, and sure enough, like when I mentioned before, there are small dragons, there's griffins, and all sorts of other creatures in the air. And you're peering down, and as you look, you do see a single platoon of the Boros hitting this door, but it's really only the Minotaur and about 4 other humans. And the Minotaur is taken to ramming his horns against it, and one of the human men, dressed in blue and white as opposed to the typical red and white of the Boros, goes, "Are we quite done, gentlemen?" And the Minotaur just goes, "Oh, shut up, Azorius!" Boom, hits the door again. "All right, I will file this report as one of your typical misdemeanors," and walks away.
Bye.
So Mel peers over. It appears the stuffy law mage has done something for me today after. All right. He seems to cast a spell underneath this ship. It does kind of look similar to a boat. However, instead of a mast coming from it, it does not have anything coming from it. And below it are these 2 electric tunnel-like tanks. He seems to cast an electric spell, which makes the whole thing hum to life, and goes, "Pick your navigator wisely. If you break that, the Firemind will have your head."
The who what?
The Firemind, the leader of the Izzet. Giant dragon. Scary.
How is
just making up things at this point.
I'm just wondering, how is Calem looking when he says that it's a giant dragon that like runs this league?
Light concern, but he actually goes, "What is it with me and dragons?" He goes, "Oh, Niv Mizzet's chill. Just as long as I don't break his toys. It's Zarek you should be worried about." Oh, but look, enough about that. Head on to the skyboat, follow that positioning system I created expertly with great precision, and soon enough you will be at the halls of the Rakdos Guild. In the event that you are used as circus performers, you already look the part. And he walks down the stairs.
What is that supposed to mean?
I think it's because we're in costume.
Oh. I mean, should I take off the costume? I don't have
Do
any.
Wait, Calem jumps up, but wait, do you have clothes?
Wait.
Mel looks up. Give me a moment. Genius is always required. He comes back with a little vial and just flicks it and sprays it on all of you, and your clothing changes to that of a typical Ravnican civilian. A bit more modern than Timshel clothing, but not.
What?
Boo! I like my outfit.
He's got spray on clothes.
He's just
What
like,
the heck?
he goes, spray on illusion. Makes the people see what they want to see.
Oh.
Cool, new outfits.
I really hope that doesn't backfire.
Oh, it could, but enough about that. He just goes, everything. Mel looks to you, Rowan, everything can backfire. Haven't you learned that by now?
Yay.
Great.
As he heads down the stairs again. Holler again before I head down this entire flight. Speak now. Now you're good? Alright, great. And he casts a spell and the staircase folds in, revealing just more wall. As if it, again, illusion. Calem just goes, alright, so who's flying this thing?
Leona looks at Andrei and just kind of shrugs and gestures at the wheel.
I can't.
Want to give it a first go?
Mason just goes, I'll do it. No!
No.
Plink wraps his little feather arms around him.
Mason, you can be captain of the back seat.
Wow.
Very forward, Rowan, but okay.
Oh, all right.
Wheel is the part you control, in case you forgot.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Gee, thanks, Leona.
You just look like you're having a time. Just wanted to make sure you're all right.
Just okay.
All right, so Andrei, if you're the one piloting this, here's how this is gonna
Same.
make 2 rolls, 1 dexterity, and 1 wisdom. Dexterity to see how well you are at piloting, and wisdom to see how good you are at keeping on course. You can add your dex bonus and your wisdom bonus to both those rolls. If there's a specific skill in mind that you prefer, for example, acrobatics for dex or insight for wisdom, you can add those bonuses if necessary. So I have numbers in my head. It is harder the first time. The more you pilot it, the easier it becomes.
All right. Let's
Can
do
I hang
this
out
then.
next to her in case she looks like she needs help?
Sure, you can do that.
Lounging nearby, but ready.
I like to imagine that Andrei and Leona are kind of sharing the captain's seat. Rowan, Sari, Calem, Mason, and Plink are just kind of curled up in the back, trying to like make space enough for themselves.
I have this question. If she pilots badly, are we going to have to like roll Constitution for ourselves?
Oh, I'll let you know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's a
no.
22 for dex, and
All right.
Oh, wow. Yay.
For wisdom, that is a 16 plus. I don't know what skill I would use for this, so
Just your raw wisdom could work.
okay. Well, I don't have any modifiers for wisdom. I have a 0.
16. All right.
That's pretty good, actually.
That actually is very good. Andrei, as you take off, you have the moment of confusion about the difference between this and the way Faerun thing. There's no wind. As a matter of fact, you create the wind by pushing down on the pedal. Revolutionary. As this thing lifts up, you then suddenly realize, I got this. And you're able to manage the skiff off the ceiling of the building and into the skyway of Ravnica.
Awesome.
The whole group of you are flying through the air, passing by giant buildings, and you see again the amazing amount of diversity. There are humans standing alongside centaurs at the local markets. There's a giant kneeling over and asking a a elephant man for directions. There's a huge assortment of people. So as you're following this, here's what I'm gonna ask of you guys. I need you guys to elevate one of them to the spotter position. This is going to be on the lookout for things that could harm the skiff.
I'll do it.
Okay, sorry, as the spotter, roll me perception.
Do. That's the wrong guy. Ooh, I'm good at this.
I'm glad.
That's a 23.
Damn, that is really good.
See,
All right.
I'm good.
Sure enough, before most things show up to be a concerning size, Sari is able to say, "On your left!" and you narrowly dodge drakes, very small draconic creatures. You're able to dodge
that one.
Yeah, like Ernest, but a bit bigger and flying freely. You're able to dodge most of these things.
I meant Coco. Coco is a drake.
No. That's a guard drake. These are
just these are just normal. Okay.
They
cool.
have wings.
Oh, okay, cool.
And sure enough, yeah, you're kind of proud of yourself, Andrei. You're handling this a lot better than you thought you would. And sorry, you're also kind of happy because I think you're just excited to see all these crazy things, and you're just like, you're out the way.
I think.
Cool. Wait, no, move.
I think before Rowan, like when they were taking off, Rowan was just kind of covering her eyes, like, "Oh god, we're gonna die." And then she realized how good Andrei was driving, and so she just turns to Andrei and is like, "Where did you learn to pilot a ship?"
That is a long story, and I don't really care to get into the details right now. Maybe later.
That's fine.
Okay. Sorry, make another perception check. This time this perception check is going to be contested by a number I just rolled. So.
Uh-oh. That's an 8.
Okay, yeah, most definitely not good enough. So sorry. As you're just peering out, there's just a brief second where the majesty of this place sets in. You've seen amazing things. And while Timshel is diverse, this is a whole other level. There's races you've never seen before. And so as you look down at the streets and people happily mulling about, you realize for a moment, oh wait, and that's all it takes.
Oh no.
Two creatures just adorned in gold with what I can best describe as fisticuffs on both of their arms, wings, and fleshy skin start flying to the sides of this skiff. They don't really speak. They just more kind of look at you and grunt.
Is something up there, Sari?
Things.
That's not very descriptive.
They're shiny. And they look angry.
Are you making friends?
They look like they want to hurt me.
Oh no. We need to get away.
The two just seem to be communicating with each other in some unspoken language. And one of them grabs one of these metal gold-plated fist things and just punches the side of the skiff. Not very hard, Andrei. Not enough for you to lose your focus, but enough to become aware of their presence, as the two of them seem to be followed by what looks to you like a bat.
Like
just a regular bat, but I've sent a picture of the creatures on your side.
Oh, whoa.
That's why. Why does it exist?
That's so cool.
It's cool, but I hate it.
It's very lumpy.
Oh my god, you're right. It's got fucking like it's got like brass knuckles.
It's wearing gold chains.
So this is beautiful.
The bat.
Oh, I love Ravnica.
The bat perches on the back end of the skiff, and in a puff of smoke, reveals itself to be a well-dressed very vibrant, a lot of gold on their person also, just very well adorned creature with two unmistakable fangs coming from either side of its mouth, and it grins at you. Hello.
Hi.
My name is Locke, and I work on behalf of the Orzhov Syndicate. I am here to take your names.
My name?
Yes. You are new to Ravnica, yes?
Yes.
Well, of
New
course.
and planning to leave.
Well, that doesn't stop you from your obligation
Wait,
to Church of Heels, does it?
Well, guys. It's polite to give our names.
Wait, I want to clear something up really fast. Is Sari, like, I imagined her being in, like, a little,
Crow's
like,
nest, like way up above us.
like a crow's nest, if this is, like, a ship. That's kind of what I imagined.
There wasn't, I said there wasn't, it was more just, like, one solid, almost like the way a little raft would look.
Oh,
So
I see.
he's
So
standing
is she
on,
in
like,
the,
one-
is she in the same room with us?
Oh, yeah, it's sort of one big hull. Like, Andrei and Leona are in the front. There's a little bit of a wood, like, of a steel divider, but it's all, there's no, like, levels to this. It's a very small.
Oh, I see. So we all see this guy. He's talking to all of us.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, well then what I said earlier about the do you see anything up there makes no sense now. Anyways, okay.
He just looks to you. Well, planning to leave doesn't really end your bargain with the Orzhov Syndicate. What happens if you die here, and without your name put in the proper census ledgers?
Well, my name is Sari. I'm a gnome.
Yes, sorry. I've never heard of your before. I'm not sure they exist on the plane of Ravnica. That is interesting. You look very elvish, actually. Is that
No, I'm a gnome. I'm just tall.
Okay, yes, very tall gnome. All right, well, I for one have never apologize. He then asks, now this is...
Oh, wait, I've got a tiny painting in my pocket of my family, if you want proof.
All right.
Do you have to take a census of my whole family?
No, just the ones here on the plane.
Oh, okay.
For you see, come
bother.
tax. Okay, because come tax time, I need to know who I should be calling for.
Do you need, like, my social number? Do I have those?
No.
Hey, Calem, do I have a social number for taxes?
What are we talking about?
Do I have taxes?
He turns around and sees this figure for the first time. Oh God, that's a vampire! He just goes,
no. I'm sorry, what was your name?
My name is Locke and I'm a tax collector.
Oh, this is a
tax... even worse!
This is Tax Locke.
I don't think that's his name, sorry, but I'll go with it.
It's close enough. He's sure. Locke the tax man.
All right, look. Here's the brutish business. He then extends to one of the winged creatures and just goes, we have people here in Ravnica. If you wouldn't mind, my friend, to just take a very... my friend here, he points to the thrall, will just make a very measly incision.
I don't like this.
Just enough to get a single drop of your blood. Don't worry. Us vampires of Syndicate wouldn't pass on our trait. It's too good to pass on to some common folk.
Rude.
You drive a little faster, Andrei. Maybe we can just, like, shake him off.
Yeah, we can, like, shake him off.
I whisper this to her. Like, don't say that. I don't say it loudly. I'm just like, try going a little faster. Just a little bit.
Well, of course, if you resist, my two compatriots will have to make you give me your information. So I am truly hoping this is done pacifistically.
Yeah, normally a fan of pacifism, but this feels real creepy.
Oh, I guess I should prove my merit. He then shows you a symbol of a white sun with like 6 spokes. He then says, and I guess you should know, since you're not from here, what happens to those who think that anything can keep them from their obligation. And he opens his cloak, and 4 just pale, spectral beings appear, just covered in robe and chain.
Oh, I definitely don't want to give you my name now.
Well, if you don't,
I already gave him my name, so I'll
That's
just give him. You're now and Andrei can be Dre Dre, and
I'm gonna grab her face as soon as she says like Andre's name, and just just grab her and clap my hand over her mouth.
Mason just looks at Leona. That sword is glowing.
I'm gonna punch him. Just a gentle
vampire?
punch. No,
Gentle
no,
punch.
Mason. I'm gonna punch
Okay.
just very gently.
Oh, I thought you
Just
meant
a-
punch the vampire.
Oh no, Mason wasn't the reason your sword was glowing. It was the vampire. I was gonna say that Mason picking up a sword. That's when you noticed it. He picks up his little thumb sword and just goes, "Hey, that's not how you talk to my friends." And he holds the foam sword out, almost in a fighting position.
He's so cute.
fighting is
Plink
bad.
Plink wraps his little bird hands around his leg, pulls him back down to sit.
No.
Look at the
Pacifism.
sword. It's glowing. It means he's evil, guys.
All right, then punch him.
Oh my god.
No, wait, that's bad. Never mind. Don't do that. Wait.
I don't think starting a fight is going to end very well. From my driving, at least.
You are outnumbered. There's 4 spirits, one of me, and the flying boys. I don't know how many of you. However, if you must come to blows, I suppose I can allow you the luxury of thinking that you can withstand me.
1, it's self-defense. 2, you're really creepy.
Why is everyone here an
Yikes.
asshole?
Yikes.
Well,
Ravnica
you're
kind of sucks.
He looks over to you. Well, you are guildless.
Guilty of what?
Guildless.
Oh,
You don't belong.
why?
You haven't
We're
joined
wrong.
any.
We're the guild of Timshul. We're the Timshul.
Calem's giving you the look of what the fuck are you saying?
We're from the guild of Timshul. We're ambassadors. We're new. We're
Diplomatic immunity.
on a mission. Do I have to roll performance or
You
deception?
are rolling hard deception, my dude. With disadvantage, because starting a new guild at this point is something the other guilds would find unfathomable.
All right, that was the same roll twice, so 11.
Okay, I guess I'll contest it. So let's see how that goes. He laughs very hard. No, but really, are you?
I feel like this should be a performance roll because she's performing.
You're lying. How are you performing?
Sorry.
You might have thought she just made an actual guild.
Sorry,
Like
you failed. It's okay.
I'm not sure how guilds work, but I think we're a guild now.
He
guild of
doesn't.
friendship.
Sorry, you need to stop. He doesn't believe us.
He doesn't believe you.
I haven't said anything. You're the one. Oh my god.
Andrei just sighs.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, you're now trying my patience as well. So
I'm not trying your patience. I'm sorry.
I'm killing her. Is that cool?
No, please.
I'm killing her.
Hey guys, if he
Nice to meet
tries
you,
it though,
killing her.
it's self-defense.
He snaps his fingers as the 4 spirits just kind of lean over. Just take their souls already. God, the spirits may not even be worth it.
Ravnican people are jerks.
All right, everyone, roll initiative.
Great, we get to kill him.
Do I roll too? I mean, I'm flying the airship.
I'll explain what you do on your turn.
Okay.
Possibly get our asses kicked. Oh yeah.
Odd 20.
Oh joy. Oh joy.
That was a
That's
10.
an
Let me
18.
roll. Okay, Rowan got an 18. Sorry.
10.
Andrei.
19.
Okay. Your vampire friend, the lock. Your 4 spirits. I have a lot of rolls to make right now. Okay. The thralls.
We're doing so well in this foreign country, guys. Like, we are top tier diplomat, foreign agents.
I have a question here. Is Ravnica a kingdom or is it a planet?
It is both. It is a city-sized planet. No, let me repeat that. A planet-sized city.
Okay, cool. That makes sense now because I've been getting very confused. Like, can't we leave Ravnica and go to a different place that doesn't have all these guilds?
No, the entire planet is the city.
All right, that makes sense now.
Okay. Top of the order, Leona.
She takes out her swords and it looks just kind of amused. Oh, what a surprise! We're going to have to kill the evil guy who wants our blood. Wow! Didn't see this one coming. Then
He looks. You're gonna try and hit him with both.
Yeah, why not?
All right. Roll your attack.
Okay. I goofed there. I actually get 3 now. So the first one is 24. The second. Well, I want to see if the first one hits because he's kind of weird.
Okay.
And that one was with Hopebringer. And then
What's
the second
to hit?
24.
Sorry, your number cut out.
24.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And then the second one is a 16.
That hits.
And the last one's a nat 20.
All 3 hit.
Also with Hopebringer. Yay, Hopebringer.
Woohoo.
Gotta roll some dice. Oh my god, that's a lot of dice. One second. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 31.
Jesus.
Okay. So here's the scene. You charge in, and you are alight with power. You have never really felt this much of a rush in combat before, both because you get to make 3 attacks and because one of them was a crit. And you are just so ready to just fuck this guy up, and he sees it. And as you're going, he kind of, as his one reaction, kind of stretches out his hands, and you see invisible chain. And and as you make your first swing, he grabs one chain and pulls one of the spirits from where it was floating right in front of your sword. And as you just hit, expecting to hit the vampire, the spirit itself, the black cloak of it tethers, white light peering from it, and you hear just a horrible screeching noise as it collapses in on itself.
Oh, you cheater.
As you strike again, he alights to another chain and pulls that one in, and sure enough, that other spirit dies the same horrifying way. And your third attack does break, so you tell me what the crit only damage would be.
Ow. I rolled 4 die. You want me to just pick 2 of them? Because I'm going to pick the 2 highest.
Go for it.
So just the crit damage plus Hopebringer, like just that one attack?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 17.
17. Okay. He is hit, but not that severely.
Is he afraid?
Let me roll wisdom. I warn you, wisdom is his strong suit.
Oh, there's not that far he can run. It's
17.
more for... I don't remember what the save is, but that probably beats it.
Alright, so okay. He looks over to you and just goes, "Did you really think I hadn't anticipated that?"
It's only the first round, buddy.
Alright, Rowan, you're up.
Okay.
You just bore witness to 2 spirits just collapsing in on themselves.
Yeah, I'm real concerned because I feel like he just used people, even if they were already dead, to like save himself. So now I'm real pissed at this dude. But also probably a little scared of him. So I feel like there's a thing where vampires can't be charmed. Is that correct?
Not in roll wisdom.
His wisdom is really high though. I feel like that's a bad idea.
Your wisdom passively, like to see if you know this.
Oh, I see. Okay. That is a 17 plus wisdom is my okay. So plus 3, 17, 18. Yeah, that's a dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, you are able to say that vampires can, but it just takes a lot more.
Okay. So, see, like, I want to try to do it, but wisdom is his best stat, and he's, like, really strong.
You can roll low, you never know. Just do something.
It's true, I just feel like that's gonna fail. Okay, I'll try it. Yeah.
Alright. So, charm person, and roll. I have to make a wisdom saving throw, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. 24.
Yeah, no. I knew that wasn't gonna work.
You just try casting a spell. He looks at you and just grins and goes, "Well, if you want to play later, you can all you needed to do was ask."
That's creepy and not
Is
at
there
all.
an HR department that we can talk to?
He just goes, "Oh, I suppose you could speak to the guildmaster if you'd like me to introduce you to the Obsidat."
No, we're good.
I don't like you.
It is Calem's turn, and he just looks over to Rowan and just goes, "You're probably gonna need this. Actually, Leona, you might need this more." And he casts the shield spell on you. Leona, that increases your AC, I believe, by quite a bit. I'm still looking, I'm sorry.
It's okay. She nods at him. It's just like, appreciate it. And then you see the little like telltale.
It's a +5 bonus to AC.
I was to say, you see the little telltale games like, Leona will remember this.
Okay. Next up is Locke himself. He's going to, sure enough, attack at Leona. He's going to make 2 rapier swings and a bite. So, does a 20 hit? Not natural, unnatural.
It does not now.
Nice. Okay. That one most definitely doesn't hit. And now for the bite. Yeah, it definitely doesn't hit. With that shield spell, here's how I imagine it. He pulls out this sword and is about to swing just as Calem casts the shield spell, and you just are able to just be protected from all 3 of his attacks.
Nice.
Ooh.
Amazing.
It bounces off the shield.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Calem. Just like, oh, well done. And I'd like to use riposte because he missed his melee attack. Try to hit him again. Oh, crap. I guess a 14 probably doesn't hit, huh?
What was it? Say that
14.
again. 13? No,
14.
Sorry. 14. Sorry. You were very close.
I'll get him next time.
Okay. Next up in the order is Plink. Plink is going to kind of look around and just go, uh-oh. He is a necromancer. All of these creatures are undead. He's really not in his element.
Poor Plink.
So he's going to see, he's used to turning things into the undead. He's not very used to, fighting them.
Can he try controlling them?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to cast... Oh, here's what he's going to do. He's going to cast Toll the Dead on one of the creatures flying alongside this thing. And the thrall needs to succeed on a wisdom save. Also, just to keep this scene in your mind, you are fighting on a ship in the skies of a giant city. Keep that image in your head.
Cool.
I feel like this is important for some reason. We need to remember that we're on a sky boat in a. I don't know why, but I've got this feeling.
Okay, so because the creature hasn't taken damage, the throw will only be taking 2d8s, but that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. That's 15 points of damage. Let me make a check. It is the one on the side is hit by the spell, and it looks like it doesn't collapse entirely, but there's just a significant amount of damage it takes, and the flying alongside the ship slows significantly as it kind of tries to curl in on itself.
Oof! Good job, Plink.
Plink just smiles, holding his little Tenku brooch. He just goes, win.
Oh.
Next up is the second throw, and it's just going to fly to the side of the ship and try and punch it. It rolled a 13. Let me see how the ship's doing. Okay, Rev's not back. 13, make a dexterity check. Or saving throw. That's how this is going to work. When something damages the ship, you can keep it on course if your dexterity save is higher than the attack roll. It rolled a 13.
Okay, sweet.
What did you roll?
That is a... Oh, shoot, I got a +7 dex saving throws. So that's a 19.
What? Hello?
Did you die?
Did you die? I answered you.
Oh, we didn't
Oh,
hear
we didn't hear it.
Oh, 19.
Okay, yeah, you're able to steer the thing on course. As a matter of fact, you're able to kind of slap it with the electric canister and just do a little bit of a singe damage to it. Not much, but enough.
Andrei's so good at driving.
The best.
Okay. Next up in the order is Mason. Oh boy.
Oh no.
He's going to try and cast an Eldritch Blast on one of the few remaining spirits. Doth thine... Oh, right. No, still. Mason hits!
Good job, buddy!
Mason! We're so proud of you.
For 9 points of damage. This red beam emanates just in a moment of panic, and it just right into the spirit, and some of the black just rips off, revealing more white light, but it's able to just barely keep its form and keep itself from closing in on itself. But it's just jolting itself up in the air, just in a look of actual pain.
Oh no. I don't
Mason
know
just
if
goes,
I should feel bad.
Mason looks over to Leona. Did I hit it?
Yeah. Well done.
I was aiming for the vampire.
Oh. Well, you hit something. It's a start.
Oh, damn. Even his severity roll, even his universal kindness roll was nice to him. It was a 73. He trips a little, but he doesn't even really fall.
Oh.
You didn't even die. Amazing.
So proud of you, Mason.
It is the other flying creature's turn. It's again going to try and punch that ship. Yeah, Andrei, you're going to need to make that that dex save again. This one's going to be maybe a bit tougher to keep on course.
Okay. 30, 20.
Damn. Yeah,
So good!
You're good. You punch it and you feel like a little crack in the electric canister, but you're able to just, at the very last second, just actually spin it. Just do a really cool spin with a 20 and just whack it again with those canisters, doing more spirit damage.
Does she spin the entire ship?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. Are we all okay?
Yeah. I mean, did you put on your seatbelts?
Yes, we're all fighting with seatbelts on.
No, we didn't.
Well, I mean, in fairness, the only people who would, I guess, who had to stand up to fight, spellcasters didn't really need.
You're right.
So Mason and Calem and Plink probably are still sitting. Leona is still in. Andrei probably has a captain's seat, so she's fine. Leona rushed up, so she's standing. So I guess Leona, roll just a con save. Nothing too
Great,
hard.
thanks,
So.
Shay, for bringing that up.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
No, she's sorry.
a
Yeah.
con save?
Know your place.
Yeah.
22.
Damn, you are your feet are planted on that, and as it spins, your hair flips up in the air. It looks actually really.
Rowan is
Amazing.
just like hugging the two of them.
I'm not a model. The camera just went off.
So that spurt damage does quite a bit to that throw. And again, that was the one that took a lot of damage from Plink, so it's even slower. But now, only two left are the two spirits, and they attack in tandem. Sari, does either 8 or 16 hit you?
16 ties.
Okay. Well, that was a 16 before I looked at its to hit bonus. It has a +2 to hit, so that would be an 18. I'm sorry. You're going to take a D8 of damage. These aren't hard-hitting ghosts. You take 4 points of damage as this creature just kind of touches you with this cold limb, and you just are kind of flashed with this white energy.
Okay, cool.
Andrei, you are at bottom of the order per request, so now it is your turn. You can choose. The ship itself has a very limited auto, meaning on your turn, you could take this action to do an attack, although you would have to use the next action to pilot. So just keep that
I'm
in
gonna
mind.
need you to say that again. You cut out towards the end.
Okay, you could take an action to attack, but you'd have to take your next action to pilot. You can't attack twice in a row on your initiative rolls, or without someone flying the plane.
Okay.
So you as with a piloting roll, I would have you roll Dex. I guess a Dex check.
You could trade it off to somebody. I don't know if that would be a good idea, but if you want to hit, you could trade the piloting position to somebody else.
Using the skiff itself, however, you can knock into things that are in the air, such as the thralls.
That's true. You can do damage. Yeah. So maybe you don't have to.
I would have you roll a d20 and just add your typical attack roll for something like your dagger. Your to hit bonus for your dagger. So
Okay.
So you can choose to whack the thralls with your ship, or you can choose to stab a thing with your typical set.
I stab a lot of things. I think I'll use the skiff this time.
Okay, cool. Just roll a flat d20 and add your to hit bonus from your dagger.
That is an 11 plus 5. So 16.
Cool. Are you aiming for the one that has taken more damage, or the one that's just taken the little bit of spurt damage?
You cut out a little bit there.
Are you taking the one that's already heavily damaged, or the one that's less so?
We'll do the one that's already been heavily damaged. Finish him off, probably, maybe.
Okay. Roll a d12.
If I can find my d12. No, wait, here it is. Oof, that's just a 6.
That's enough. As you crash
nice.
into it with the electricity coursing through it, it just wilting away. The gold falls into the city below as the fleshy body just sort of concaves in on itself. Just sort of.
Ooh, I hope that's not a lot of collateral damage.
The vampire looks over. Oh, those things? Ugh, that's very little gold, darling. We wouldn't leave gold in the hands of those.
No, I just meant that's a lot of big, heavy gold that's gonna fall on some building or something.
So that throw. All right, top of the order.
I think Leona was first.
Yeah, that's what I said. Top of the order.
Oh, okay, I didn't hear you say Leona. Sorry.
Stab.
Okay.
So how many other things? Are there any more specters for him to pull into the way?
Two. There's 2 specters, one of the little thrall things, and vampire himself.
Oh, he's got so many little friends. Ah, dicks. All right, not as good. Not as good. One is a 16, and one is a. Oh, shoot. All of these should have been one higher. I forgot. Our proficiency went up. So one is a 17 and one is a 14, 16. Also 17. 2 17s?
Yeah, both of those are going to hit, so.
Great. And the third one is 23.
Okay.
Nice.
So I'm going to roll d20 of my own to see how fast he is on the draw. He rolled a 16, so he barely pulls one in time for the first swing, the 17, and lets that specter die. So he's going to take 2 shots instead of 3. But he's not taking only one like last time. He's taking 2 swings.
He's taking one normal and one from Hopebringer.
Yep.
How many specters does he have? Does he have like an infinite number? They're like
He had 4.
There are 4. Okay. How many of
2
them are
of
dead?
them, 3 now.
Oh, I see. Okay. He's only got 1 left. Haha.
So 16 damage, and is he afraid now?
Okay, let me look. Okay. Yes.
Oh, good.
When that specter dispersed and did that same scream, Rowan, this time you almost could have sworn it almost for half a second sounded human, but you're not sure if that's paranoia or the truth.
Oh, I hate this.
Rowan, it is your turn. Actually, no, sorry. Andrei, it's your turn. So
Wait, as he pulls, so wait, is he afraid now?
yes. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, as he pulls it in the way and it disperses, I just picture the mist dispersing and he just sees her grinning at him, still holding the swords like, "Oh, you're going to run out of friends eventually."
So you swung, like clinging to the back of the skiff, trying to keep you as far away as possible. Andrei, it's your turn.
Oh, shoot. Okay. I guess I'll just do the same thing I did last time.
All right. Roll that d20.
That is 7 plus. Okay, so that's a 12 total.
That hits.
Wow. Nice.
D12? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. 8.
8?
8, yes.
Okay. It is severely damaged by this hit. Like, there's no real blood coming from it, but you could see parts of the flesh just wilting away again.
Oof.
Okay. Rowan, it's your turn.
Okay. Ooh, no. I want to do a thunder wave, right? Because that might knock him off the ship. Because he's already, like, on the edge trying to get away from Leona.
Yeah.
But it might shake the whole ship.
He fly onto the ship?
He did. He had a bat-like form.
Oh,
Probably
so could he
fly,
just...
Rowan.
Oh. Okay, maybe that's not a good idea then. Then I'll do my other favorite spell, which is Moonbeam.
Awesome. Okay. You are hitting this vampire with radiant light.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Awesome. Okay. That's a attack. Is that a save from con save, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So that's 12. 15. Does that break your spell save DC?
No, it does not. It's right underneath.
All right. So roll full damage.
Cool. Okay, so what do I roll D8?
Moonbeam is, I believe, 2d10s if you're casting it at second level. Yeah.
Yeah, I
2d10
am.
radiant.
I am. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, that is a 4.
Mm-hmm.
And a 10. Awesome, 14.
Okay, yeah. That's on the vampire.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. At that moment, as you just blast him with this light, you see him just hiss. There's this adverse reaction to the light itself.
I'm so stupid. Why didn't I think of this before? This is how we kill him.
That's okay for him. Then I'm gonna roll some damage. Damn. All right. Yeah, the light really bothers him.
Yes.
He is bloody, well and truly. All right.
Yes.
It's Calem, who is going to see the situation and realize pacifism may not be the best call. He kind of looks over to all of you guys and just goes, I think you know by now I'm always kind of prepared. And he
Sure.
casts a little snowball in his hand, throws it up in the air and says, Hey, Flyboy, catch! And it magically transforms into a dagger as he casts the ice knife spell at the throw.
Nice.
That definitely hits. Ice knife.
Boy.
Yep. Okay. The ice knife just right through the flying creature, and it just splits apart. Just the fleshy apparatus.
Gross.
Jesus Christ, Caleb. Or actually, Jesus doesn't exist in this world.
He looks over at you. Oh, okay. And let the thing punch the ship.
No, I just wow. Just wow.
That's all? Just wow? I say wow and holy crap.
Sorry. Roll a perception check for a split second. You have bested everything except this vampire himself, who is now standing alone and afraid.
That's a 24.
All right, here's the scene. At that moment, you look out, and I'm sending an image. I'm sorry, I can't find the real net version, so you have to deal with me showing the card itself. A strange beast flies to your right. It has one eye, bat wings, frog-like back legs, horse-like front legs. It is a strange mix of reds, blues, and purples. It is a bizarre creature.
Oh, I can see it's a Simic thing.
Yep. And standing on it, shouting expletives, is a blue-skinned girl with a pink little robe matching her pink-tinted glasses. As she flies on, she just grins maniacally as this creature this creature just gets uncomfortably close to the back of the skiff, ready to grab this vampire.
I'm ready to punch it.
What does she say, Shay?
Yes! Oh, I'm so happy. She, goes to stab him.
Shay, as your Simic gal, Connie, roll a d20.
Okay. That is a 16. I need to get Connie's character sheet now, don't I?
Nope, you don't. Nope. I just needed that one thing from you. It meets. So the Aeromunculus wraps the front hoof-like legs around the vampire. So it just goes, wait, what are you doing? And the thing pulls back, holding the vampire and just holding it tight, just making these strange noises. Connie, at this moment, is holding back the vampire to let you guys go. So what does she say, kind of holding back this evil thing, so that way you all can reach your destination?
Good job, Mr. Snuffles. Now go, my friends! Go, be free!
You're my new best friend now!
And
I don't like people that much, but thank you!
I'm not a people! I'm Sari the gnome!
Okay, Sari the gnome, I will keep that in mind.
What's your name?
Connie!
Oh my god.
What?
Oh my god. Can we fly away now?
Yeah, you guys have made it a distance away enough. But Sari, as you keep looking to learn more about your new best friend, you see Mr. Snuffles let go of the vampire and drop him stories to the city below.
Ooh.
Later, asshole.
And it just slowly just picks up and flies away.
Bye-bye.
Calem looks over and just goes, that could have been nice, a little earlier.
Like
Put
5
that
minutes
under
ago?
control.
I have no idea who that was, but I love it. Mason just goes, see? Good luck!
One day I'll get to finish a fight and not have some rando come at the very end and take them away. She just sort of sulkily puts her
I'm
sword
sorry.
back.
At that moment, Leona, as you're just like, one day I'll finally get a kill, you hear behind you, that'll be the day. And matching you in almost all ways, except her hair is a fire red and her wings are sprouting from her. That's another major difference. Another heavenly yellow. Flying alongside you in battle regalia. She just goes, you really think you could let my platoons make asses of themselves to the Senate and I wouldn't take notice?
It was really easy.
Well,
They just did it themselves.
Yeah, I feel that. I mean, they're not very competent. It feels like sometimes I have to train them for war when we should constantly be prepared. Calem looks over to all of you. Oh god, there's 2 of them.
Hello, you must be not Leona. I'm sorry.
I am... What name is that? My name is Aurelia. I am the guildmaster of the Boros Legion.
Well, he's not Calem. And this is Calem. And this is Leona, and you're not Leona.
I don't think not Calem's here, Sari. You just pointed at me.
I thought, oh, never mind then.
She looks over.
I pointed at
So look, I'll make this quick. Pull over and get arrested, or I kill you all.
Okay, counterpoint. We kill you.
Can we
Oh, she's learning. I'm so proud.
can we please meet like one counterpart? I really hope that one of our counterparts is actually a nice person.
She stands on the skiff. That's cute. Where are you headed?
Is she talking to me?
Oh, no, she's kind of like, Leona,
okay.
This is infuriating because you are there ready to fight and she's like not even paying attention to you. She's looking at your command controls. She's just like, oh, you're heading to the Rakdos. Ugh, might as well leave you to it. They'll eat you alive.
Great, thanks for wasting our time. Do you have something else to do? Like your incompetent troops, maybe making them suck less?
She looks over at you and smiles and just goes, I'd like you if we weren't on opposite ends of this. What say you join me in the Boros and, we can whip all of them into shape. And you just hear a voice in your head go, yes, yes, yes!
What is with you people and your made-up clubs? This world is bizarre.
I'll have you. Legion is one of the most proud guilds of Ravnica. We are keeping this plane safe from Drek like that Orzhov scum you were dealing with. So, clearly you weren't dealing with them well enough if Simic had to help you.
I was going to kill him. She was bored, and it looks like you didn't do a great job either. So, I don't know. If this is an invitation, you're kind of not impressing me.
Well, how's this for impressive? And she's going to roll to hit the skiff. Let me just pull up Aurelia's stat block really quick.
I think Rowan turns to Sari and is just like, I don't know why, but for some reason watching Leona fight with herself brings me joy.
Yeah, if she hits the boat, can I try to hit her?
Go for it. The boat takes 39 points of damage from one sword swing.
Goodness.
What's your to hit, Leona?
23.
She parries. Her armor class now is 29. So she just... Oh, you're good. I like that in a fighter. I would be impressed. Such a shame you keep such poor company.
Hey, rude.
Yeah,
Strays, can't really help it.
I'm not poor.
Don't have any money though, do you?
I'll have a whole dollar.
Not even currency.
Get back to fighting!
Her wings just lift off again, and she just looks over. Consider my offer. Oh, and don't crash. She gives you the finger guns as she flies off.
Sari gives finger guns right back.
Is it weird? Is it weird? I'm kind of into it. Oh well.
She actually, she just was like, didn't fly too far that fast. She just goes, if you're down. She hands you a little stone, just like, and does the universal symbol of I'll call you.
Is Mason jealous?
He's trying to cast an Eldritch Blast so hard right now.
Oh.
He's like trying his best. He flings it at her finally, and she just looks over, plinks it off with her sword, and just goes, don't even try it, little man. And just her wings hold themselves like almost as if to like wrap herself in them, and she just lets herself fall. And after and after catching a ton of adrenaline, her wings just lift off, and she just flies off, just like, impressed yet? And she flies away.
No.
A little.
I'm lying.
Leona?
Maybe I will call you if I'm really bored. Hey, I look good in red. Not much to say.
Conversation.
So, wait.
Andrei,
if there's a not Leona and a not Calem, is there a not Rowan and a not Andrei and a not Mason and a not me?
Probably.
Logic would dictate, yeah.
A non-Andrei.
I'm gonna find the not me.
Oh my god. Well,
Andrei,
if you do, I hope they're nice.
Andrei, roll that dex save against that swing she did on the electric canister. So just roll dex saving throw on that ship.
Alrighty. Where's my D20? Here it is.
It'd be too awkward to shout, not impressed, but maybe turned on, down the side of the ship.
Leona!
That's
You
a
can't
14.
fall in love with yourself!
She
It's
can.
not love. It's just visiting. You never. It's an experience. You never know.
What was it, Andrei?
What the fuck?
14.
Okay, here's the scene. Andrei, you try your best to keep it up, but that was able to see, sure enough, you're very close. And you're just like, all right, it's gonna kill me. And you're able to land it on the borderline of land and crash.
Andrei needed help.
The
keeping
one
it up.
lowest roll is the one to land. Sorry, guys.
It's enough that nothing is severely damaged. The only thing being canister. Calem, do something with that. As a matter of fact, as he starts like observing it with his spells, he's just like, okay, apparently we're really close. You guys walk a little bit ahead. Plink, you can stick around with me. If things go bad, message me on the Stone of Far Speech, and I'll see if I can get this thing up and ready. And he starts casting the mending spell with Plink to try and repair the canisters. You lot walk a bit of ways ahead, and you see you're in a very lush area. Forests and trees. It almost looks like you just walked into a national park.
I like this so much better.
And there's a point where this tiefling woman, purple tiefling woman, in elaborate purple clothing and lush black hair, is just walking around kind of aimlessly. She looks over to all of you and just, oh, it's nice to meet you. I can't stay very long, fortunately, but let me welcome you to District 4. Selesnya, I'm not Selesnya myself. Even though I am Orzhov, I can appreciate it. Sometimes it's prettier than the gold I wear. That's a good one. And she walks a little bit of a ways away.
That was the most normal conversation we've had all day. Oh, nice.
And you just hear, ah! And with that shriek of horror, this large, giant elephant woman jumps 10 feet back at the sight of you.
When she hits the ground, I'm probably going to go in the air next.
You go. She looks over. Who are all of you? You're not supposed to be here. You're not on the schedule.
The what? There's a schedule?
Well, of course, I have a schedule for healing. I heal all the animals work in Selesnya Conclave.
Do we look like animals to you?
I mean,
I'm an elephant. I mean, I'm not sure. Maybe you haven't. Look, I'm doing my best at the whole physical healing thing. Really, I'm just trying to help my fellow man see the beauty of Mount Celestia. I'm more of a spiritual healer, I guess you'd say.
Oh my god.
That sounds familiar.
You sound like someone I should know.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Just looks. Don't tell me. You're Althea.
No, it's like it's not Rose, right? You're not Rose.
No. The two of them are just sitting there plotting.
I think Andrei at this point is just like, I think we've run into not Rowan.
No, it's got to be not Janice.
Oh my god, I'm a giant elephant.
Oh my god, I'm a tiny whatever you are.
It's great because she was dressed as a mouse.
Right, that's right.
At this point, she goes, "Are you here for the performance? That must be it. You're dressed pretty normally, actually. Are you trying to join the Selesnya? Oh, I can assure you it's the best choice you'll ever make. It's so nice here. The rest of Ravnica is so violent, you know?
I mean, if I had to choose, yeah.
I mean,
but of course,
I think Rowan's initial reaction was like, "Oh my god, I'm an elephant," but now there's a part of her that's like, "Oh my god, yes, I seem like an actually nice person, and also I'm so tall. This is amazing."
She just goes, "That over there was one of my friends. I have friends from all the guilds, including the Orzhov. She can be a bit mean sometimes, but she's pretty all right."
You are the nicest person we have met today. I'm gonna follow you.
Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, what are you looking for?
The Rakdos?
They're performing tonight here, aren't they? Oh, maybe they aren't. Oh, God. Someone has to keep that. Who was in charge of the schedule today? She looks over. Oh, I remember. And as she kind of plods along, this dark-skinned woman appears with pinkish hair. And Rev, what does she say?
Oh, yay.
Oh my god.
Schedule. Yes, that would be tonight.
she's adorable.
I think my jaw has to pick up a bit. Okay. She's just like, "Oh,
She's so
thank you
cute.
so much." And she walks back. "Yes, they're performing tonight. As a matter of fact," and you just hear boom, ba-da-da, boom, ba-da-da. "I think they're here now." And
Oh yes, right on time.
a cavalcade of people show up. And at that moment, Andrei, you had the GPS when you were in charge. You look and it is you have to like put it somewhere to muffle it because it's going off like a bullet as this cart walks by, full of people dressed in red and black with pale white painted on their skin, performing juggling feats, things on fire that you can soon see that they're juggling flaming skulls.
Why? This is
Rowan is now so confused at the fact that like other her seems to be enjoying this.
I want to do that.
No.
Rowan, can I juggle the fire rocks?
No.
They're dancing around and
Sorry, start dancing with them.
As they finally reach out to the center, a man in particular walks up with a mask on that has two horns coming from either end. He looks up to the other Rowan and just goes, "I assume arrangements are made." "Oh, of course. Your stage and everything is ready, as per the Azorius law. Your monthly performance." "Wonderful. All right, everyone, set up. You're going to be on in a few hours." He looks at all of you for a second. Andrei, I need you to make a stealth check really fast to see how well you can hide the beeping.
Okay. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Nice.
So 27 total.
Silence. He just looks at all of you. I don't think I've seen you around the Selesnya before. And you just like see him take off the mask, revealing a human face. And he just goes, "My name is Severin, and I believe we're going to have a wonderful time together."
voice just completely changes with the mask.
He kind of leans up against the Severin. He leans up against the tree. He looks up. He goes, "You're hilarious! Oh, you're going to do wonderfully. Boys!" And two little infernal imps just walk up with red and black clothing at the ready. And Sari, before you can blink, you are draped in a jester costume. What a perfect audience volunteer! Anyone else interested in performing? I'll tell you this.
Best life.
I'll promise you this. It will be a night to die for.